Hello friends, welcome to Entri, India's best application and best YouTube channel. Today, Deepmani Bharadwaj has brought current affairs for you, and these current affairs are weekly current affairs, and this is the first week's current affair of July 2020. So let's start with our first topic. The first topic is Odisha government launches Balram Yojana to provide crop loan. See, this is the most important Yojana as it can come in the exam, but let's have a look on it. What is it? See, Odisha government has launched Balram Yojana to provide crop loans to the landless farmers. So, this Yojana is for those farmers who are in the lack of land, or they are not having land, or those who are the needy ones. So, what's in that? Under the new scheme, the landless cultivators will get loans through joint liability groups. Fine. It has set aside rupees 1040 crore for this purpose. In rural and small towns, around 7,000 branches of several banks and primary agricultural cooperative societies will coordinate with this implementation. The interest rate and the subsidy rate on the loan amount will be decided as per the guidelines of the state farm loan rules. The scheme comes in the collaboration with the National Bank for Agriculture and the Rural Development. Fine. So this was the Balram Yojana. The next point is Ola has entered into an agreement with PhonePe to offer digital payment process to its customers. See, this Ola, everyone knows Ola is a service which provides us with the transportation, no matter it is for car or bike. This mobility platform Ola has entered into a partnership with the digital payments platform PhonePe to expand payment options for the riders. The partnership will help the mobility platform enable better digital payments experience on its Ola app, and its main purpose is because of the COVID-19. Everyone knows that COVID-19 is going on, that is the corona effect is going on. Because of that, people are thinking of cashless facility, that is they can pay through UPI or any of other method in which directly cash is not to be used. So what is being done? Ola customers across the country can now pay for their ride using PhonePe. It will also benefit the digital payments platform in order to help it expand for its user base. Ola's customer can use PhonePe's payment options, including the PhonePe wallet, to make payments in addition to the UPI. Ola has recently launched Ride Safe India, encouraging customers to opt for digital payment channels amid COVID-19 to minimize the risk of exposure and avoid the physical contact. See, this physical contact is the only reason because of which the COVID-19, that is the corona cases, are increasing in such a huge amount. That is, the graph is going on exponentially. Fine. Now, next point. World Bank approves $750 million emergency response program for MSME. The World Bank has approved how much? $750 million MSME emergency response program for MSMEs in India. The MSME Emergency Response Program aims to support increased flow of finance in micro, small and medium enterprises, and this is the full form of MSME. Please have a note on that. Which have been severely impacted by the COVID-19 crisis. MSMEs are presently burdened with cancelled orders, loss of customers, including the supply chain disruptions, resulting in a sharp fall in revenues. This has led to cash flow shortage and potentially leading to the solvency problems. Next point. US has formally announced its withdrawal from HO, and this is the really important one because the US is the main country who is providing help or the aid to WHO, or the main funding is done by US. So what's the news there? The US has formalized to withdraw from the WHO on July 6, 2021, that is the coming year. The actual project of disentangling the US from WHO began on July 6, 2020 with a letter signed by the Secretary of State Mike Pompeo. It will take 1 year to go into the effect, that is, since the present year is 2020, this will take effect in when? In 2021. And why this is being done? The United States has decided to withdraw from WHO because, see, this is the main reason. What? The US has accused the WHO of siding with China on the outbreak of on the outbreak of the virus which originated in the Chinese city of Wuhan, which everyone knows from where the COVID-19 broke into such a huge amount. When? Last year. And this COVID-19 has taken its name from where? This COVID-19 has taken its name from this 19 word, and this 19 denotes 2019. Fine. Now, last year, alleging the health body misled the world, resulting in deaths of over 500,000 people globally, including 130,000 in America alone. In April, US stopped funding to WHO as the Trump administration reviewed the ties. A month later, President Donald Trump announced the US was terminating with the relationship of whom? For the whom? WHO. Fine. Now, the US is the single largest contributor to the WHO, providing over USD, that is US dollars 450 million per annum. And Chinese contribution to the global health body is about US dollars 40 million. You can see the huge difference between them. US is providing the support of how much dollars? $450 million, and China is providing them US dollars 40 million. And you can directly see that it comes almost 1/10 of it. Fine. So the US has been a party to the WHO Constitution since June 21st, 1948. Its participation was accepted by the World Health Assembly with certain conditions set out by the US for its eventual withdrawal from this world body. Now, the most important question for you. What is the most important question? The most important question which can be asked in the exam is, where is the headquarter of WHO? So please make a note of it. The headquarter of WHO is in Geneva. And where is Geneva? It is in Switzerland. And second question which can be asked in the exam is, who is the Director General of WHO? The Director General of the WHO is Tedros. So please remember this name. Mr. Tedros is the Director General of WHO. Another important question for you all is, who is the President of World Bank? Please remember, the President of World Bank is David Malpass. It can be asked in the exam. Please remember, who is the President of World Bank? He is David Malpass. Fine. Let's move on to the next point. Mr. M. Venkaiah Naidu launches social media app Elements. Mr. Vice President of India, M. Venkaiah Naidu, has launched India's first social media super application, that is Elements, whom under Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar, more than 1000 IT professionals came together to create the homegrown application. And this is the first application which is made in India, social media user app, which was developed by Bengaluru based software company Samru Software Solutions Private Limited in close competition with the similar platforms like Facebook, WhatsApp and Instagram. India has more than 500 million social media users, but most of these social media platforms are owned by the companies which are outside India, which creates doubt regarding the privacy of data and data ownership. Everyone knows that your data is not safe. On the daily basis, we come on knowing that someone's data was hacked, his account was hacked, those messages which were private has gone viral. All these comes because these all applications have some breach in their privacy. So this would be the application which is made in India and we can monitor it. That is, our government can easily monitor it. Third point is, this application is available in 8 different languages, which includes Tamil, Telugu, Kannada and English. The fourth point is, this app allows users to stay in touch through a vibrant feed, free audio and video calls and private and group chats. That is, you can go with the messages. While the application now combines the features of most social media applications, soon the team plans to launch audio video conference calls, secure payments, regional voice commands and curated commerce platform to promote Indian brands. Fine. Now let's move on to the next point, and this is again the most important point because Jean Castex has been appointed as the new PM of France. Jean Castex has been appointed as the new PM of France. The appointment of Jean Castex as the new French PM was made by the French President Macron. He replaced the former French PM Philippe, who resigned from the post ahead of a government reshuffle. This is a part of the President Macron plans to strengthen his green credentials and refashion his centrist government ahead of a possible re-election bid. He is planning to boost the 2 remaining years of his term by focusing on efforts to relaunch the French economy post the COVID-19 crisis. Fine. So please have a note on this. These two are the most important points. First, Jean Castex has been appointed as the PM of France, and whom he has replaced? He has replaced Mr. Philippe. Fine. Now, coming on to the next point. SBM Bank partners with MasterCard for smarter payment solutions. Now, this private lender, SBM Bank India Limited, has partnered with MasterCard to revolutionize domestic and cross-border payments and remittances services. The SBM Bank India customers will be able to make real-time domestic business to the consumer transfers quickly and efficiently using MasterCard Send. The bank has been leading the collaboration narrative to access the best-in-class solutions with its switching partner Yap. Yap is an API, and the full form of API is Application Program Interface Infrastructure Company. The company works with the bank and financial institutions as the product providers. Fine. Now let's have some important points. These important points are important for the exam, so please have the look on it. The first point is, who is the SBM Bank CEO? The CEO is Mr. Venkateshwara Rao. Where is SBM Bank's headquarters? It's in Port Louis, that is in Mauritius. Who is the CEO of MasterCard? The CEO of MasterCard is Mr. Ajay Pal Singh Banga. And where is the headquarters of MasterCard? The headquarters of MasterCard is located in New York. And where is New York? It's in US, that is United States. So these were the important points which can be asked in the exams. Now let's have a look on some of the important questions which can be asked in the exam. So the first question is, when is the National Postal Worker Day celebrated? See, National Postal Worker Day is celebrated on the 1st of July. Please make a note of it. It's very important. The next question is, recently, World Bank has approved how many $1 million for STARS program? And the correct answer is 500 US dollars. Fine. What's the next question? Recently, Swiggy has tied up with which bank for the digital wallet? And the correct answer is ICICI Bank. That means Swiggy has tied up with ICICI Bank for its digital wallet. It's the same concept which I recently discussed about the Ola. Fine. Let's move on to the next question. Where will India's first plasma bank be opened? See, the first plasma bank is going to be opened in Delhi. It's the most important question, and you must be aware that we have already started the plasma treatment for the COVID-19 patients. And what is this criteria? COVID-19 patients are being treated by plasma therapy, and this therapy says that the person who has recently recovered from COVID-19, his blood can be used for the treatment. And how blood would be used? See, the blood consists of plasma and other materials, so the plasma is present in the blood. And whose blood we are taking? We are taking the blood who has recovered from the person who has recovered from the COVID-19 recently. Fine. So it's the most important question. Please have a note on that. So these were all the important points and important questions for the current affairs of July's first week. Please make a note of it, as these are most important points for your upcoming exams. So for being updated, continue with the entry, and we have put the description link where you can check your rank by giving the exam in different levels that we are providing on our platform. So keep learning from Entri and all the very best for your exams. Thanking you. Thanks a lot.